The old grandfather clock struck midnight, its chime echoing through the empty halls of the ancient manor. Eleanor stood alone in the parlor, its dark wood paneling absorbing the flickering candlelight. Shadows danced unsettlingly on the walls, twisted and contorted by the flickering flame. She could hear a scratching sound, faint yet insistent, coming from behind the heavy closed door at the end of the hall. The stories of the house whispered in her mind, the tragic past of the family who once lived here, the mysterious disappearance of the youngest daughter during a storm many years ago. They said she wandered into the woods, never to return. They also said those who stayed in the manor long enough could hear her call for help. With each scratch against the door, Eleanor felt a pull not unlike what one might feel at the edge of a cliff. Compelled by an unseen force, she approached the door, her heart pounding. The scratching quieted, replaced by a soft, childlike voice, ethereal and haunting. "Help me, please." Goosebumps prickled her skin. She hesitated, her hand hovering over the doorknob, wrestling between dread and curiosity. "Who's there?" she managed to call out, her voice trembling. The only response was silence, heavy and suffocating, stretching out like a coiled spring. Then the voice returned, sharper, more urgent. "Let me in." Eleanor's resolve crumbled. She twisted the doorknob, fear swirling in the pit of her stomach. As the door creaked open, she was met not with darkness, but a tiny figure cloaked in mist, the contours of a young girl emerging like a nightmare. "You've come to save me," the girl whispered, her eyes hollow and wide, dripping with sorrow. Before Eleanor could respond, the door slammed shut behind her, trapping her within. As the shadows engulfed her, the last thing she heard was the girl's soft, sinister laughter echoing in the darkness. The door would open again one day, but to whom?